What's up, SNA Assassinators? This is Super Ninja Austin back here with another video, and this is the rest. And a happy birthday to a very special someone, even though it's not exactly his birthday as well. I mean, that's not his birthday though, not until another 24 hours, if not less. Because this is a birthday celebration edition of the SNA podcast for the birthday boy in the room, and that is none other than Super Ninja Austin here, like celebrating his special day, even though it's a day early. But the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm gonna be taking the day off on the actual day of SNA, and this is the wrestling, the birthday edition of the wrestling news for you all today, and this is the day before he turns a very special number, I guess you could say. I'm gonna give you about 5 seconds to guess it before I reveal it. And SNA is turning exactly 23. Well, even though it's very rare to mention what my age is, but I thought I might just put it out there because sometimes I do have when it's like a very particular special number, I guess you could say that SNA in favors most of the times, but. But I'm here to talk about the wildest and intriguing wrestling news stories and rumors that you Assassinators need to know. And it's going to be on the Ringside News article. And then we're going to start off today with a very intriguing news that's going to be included on today's news video is the backstage news regarding Ricky Starks' WWE NXT debut. NXT or no, and we got Josh Matthews departs TNA after a decade of being there, and we also got Kurt Angle hesitant about daughter entering the world of professional wrestling. Ricky Starks pulled from indie event on the same day as WWE NXT Vengeance Day. Tiffany Stratton teases a makeover for WWE Women's Championship, and why WWE didn't mention Ricky Starks they didn't mention Ricky Starks' name during the February 11th edition of his edition of this NXT debut, and plus much more. And we're going to be starting things with the debuting absolute Ricky Starks and it says right here that Ricky Starks just made his long-awaited WWE debut on NXT last night, but there's one big mystery: nobody actually said his name. That's why I even mentioned. I was like, there's nothing mentioned about him, let alone even nobody expecting him to make his WWE debut as soon as that night of NXT in the black and silver brand. But anyways, it says Starks appeared on the February 11th episode, and while the crowd instantly recognized him and chanted his name, WWE never officially acknowledged it. According to Fightful Select, this was not an accident. The reaction was expected, but there's still no word on why WWE is keeping quiet on his name. His arrival came just days after reports of AEW releases started making the rounds. Sources revealed that Starks had been on the list of expected cuts for a while, and once he became available, WWE wasted no time bringing him in. Back in December, WWE had reportedly not made any direct contract or contact, not made no direct contact with where I even came from Starks, but those within the company knew he's be signed if he ever became a free agent, and so why did Ricky Starks showed up in NXT instead of Raw or SmackDown is the very the big confusing question. According to sources, creative plans for WrestleMania are mostly locked in, making it harder to fit him into a major storyline right now. And on the other hand, NXT offers more flexibility to work him into the mix immediately. And working of Starks, and it says being at the WWE Performance Center, spread just 30 minutes, spread just for 30 minutes before the show started, proving that this deal came together fast. But what are your thoughts on to Ricky Starks' WWE debut? And what are your thoughts on WWE keeping him quiet, of him not using his not using his name, like onto the broadcast, they didn't really had the commentators actually say his name by name, but Vic Joseph pointed out that they know who he is, considering his previous previous spot over in the other company, But here's a video on the Absolute's debut, on this promo that he cut during the show or right before the main event, which as you can see, there's a steel cage on the ring.
It's obvious you know who I am. If NXT is the future of professional wrestling, well, guess what? You need an absolute superstar of the future. If this is the hottest brand, well, you need the hottest free agent right now, baby. Do not let the handsome face and expensive fragrance fool you. I am here to turn this place upside down. And everybody's been begging the question, when will the revolution be televised again? And well, I'm here, ain't I? We do know who that is.
And that's what I just mentioned.
Everyone wants to be part of NXT, and the future is brighter than ever.
And yeah, and one thing, if he does get called up to the main roster, we could probably finally do a storyline that Ricky Starks is either the long lost or the the shocking what they call the long lost or are they either the long lost or the mystery brother that Ricky Stark says never thought he ever had, or does not Ricky Zoe Stark? I mean, like you could do a storyline that Ricky Starks is the long lost or the mystery brother that Zoe Stark has never thought she had before. Like considering their last names, they could be like some kind of a illegitimate siblings. I should say, yeah. And do you think that WWE should go in this direction with the storyline, or do you think that it's kind of a little too corny if they did so? Let me know down in the comments down below. What do you think what this first program is going to be with? Like, let me know also about that as well in the comment section right down below. And I wonder if they're going to be talking about how long his contract is going to be. Like now that he's officially a WWE superstar, which they confirmed this last night, confirmed last night on NXT. But anyways, next up we got former WWE commentator and now current TNA. I mean now former TNA commentator as well as Josh Matthews departs with the company like after a decade of being with them. And TNA Wrestling has undergone many changes since returning to its original name, like at the Hard to Kill pay-per-view, like in January 2024. However, not everyone has remained like with the company as Josh Matthews has now departed with the company, or the Nashville-based company, I should rephrase that. Shara Sapp of Fightful Select took to Twitter and reported that Josh Matthews has parted ways with TNA Wrestling. However, no details have been given. And it says about why he left the company. Matthews joined TNA in 2014, as the lead play-by-play commentator, in replacing Mike Tenay. He brought his experience from WWE to the role, working as both a color and lead commentator. In recent years, Matthews moved into a behind-the-scenes position focusing on production and digital media, as a senior producer and senior director. He has not yet commented on his departure. And it says this news follows a series of departures from TNA Wrestling that began just before final resolution. Hall of Famer Rhino announced that the event would mark his final appearance for the company, though he made it clear that he wasn't retiring. And on December 17th, more exits were reported, including international stars Trent Seven and Kushida, as well as ring announcer Jade Chung, who confirmed she wouldn't be renewing her contract. And additionally, it says Josh Alexander, a former TNA world champion, previously revealed that he would become a free agent in February as well. And with Matthews leaving his long-standing role in TNA, it will be interesting to see where he lands next. and whether he returns to commentary, or continues to work behind the scenes, in professional wrestling. And what's your thoughts onto this very shocking departure? And do you think that he'll probably make a he'll probably head back to WWE now that he left the Nashville company, or do you think he's going to commentate for another totally different wrestling, perhaps an all elite one could be in his future? Or what's your take on to this matter? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. But let's move on to the next. Let's move on to the next news. But yeah, and it's about the Olympic gold medalists that hate the word what, and also does not like the word soft spelled like SAWFT, like as you can see, when Big Bill and Real One was uh, Big Cass and Enzo Amore in WWE, and that is Kurt Angle, with him hesitant about his daughter entering in the world of professional wrestling. And Kurt Angle enjoyed his career as a professional wrestler, and naturally, fans wonder if his daughter would follow in his footsteps. Like 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 however, it appears he would have to think carefully if his daughter wanted to follow in his footsteps. like After winning the Olympic gold medal in 1996, and with a broken freaking neck, Angle became a WWE superstar within 3 years later, and went on to have a Hall of Fame career. His daughter, his is currently an amateur wrestler, and was seen wearing uh, wearing his medal, being and seen wearing his medal while sitting next to him, at ringside, during the 2025 WWE Royal Rumble event. And it says, speaking with Fightful's in Ir- Ir- Iridian Ferrero, for WGN Radio, and yeah, and him being in attendance at the Royal Rumble, WWE did a smart move. If the fans would not chant that word, because there's rarely segments in premium live events. But anyways, Angle explained why he would be hesitant about his daughter becoming a professional wrestler. He acknowledged his love for WWE, but pointed out the demanding schedule, being on the road for 300 days out of the year. Makes makes it hard to balance family life, and wrestlers often spend more time with their peers than their own families. Angle reflected on after switching to part time, part time schedule, and later retiring, he was finally able to spend more time with his family. Looking back, he wishes he had left like as wrestling sooner, as some of his children are now in their late teens, in 20s, and and he didn't uh, get to be around as much as they were like growing up. And he and he and he and he and he mentioned like I would have I would have to like think about it. Like I love my WWE career. I don't get me don't get me wrong. Like, but it really like it's like a lot of work. And if like you're going to have family, it's probably like not the best thing for you because you're going to be like on the road 300 days a year. Like you're going to have to devote your life to your business, like to the business. Not only that, like, but when you really think about it, like you're with your peers, like longer than you are with your family, like because if you're going on the road 300 days a year, you're really home like for 60 days, 64 days to be exact. Out of those, out of those, like out of the years, like 64 days out of that year, like you're only a home for 64 days a year. Like so you're with your peers more than you are uh, like with your family, like and they become like your family. Like so it was kind of a odd situation for me. Like but when I started going part time, I start spending more time with my family, and then eventually I retired, and now I spend all my time with them, and then I absolutely loved it. Like I really wish I would have maybe e- exited wrestling a little bit quicker because some of my kids like are in their 20s and late teens. Again, I didn't really get to spend a lot of time with them. Considering like Kurt Angle's like own like experience like with the demanding lifestyle of professional wrestling, like it makes sense like that he would be hesitant, but hesitant about his daughter following the same path. However, if she decides to step into the ring, she will have one of the best possible mentors in her father. And what are your thoughts about Kurt Angle's perspective about his daughter joining the wrestling business? And do you think that he should be like some kind of a coach to her, like even on screen and like in WWE, like if she does get the opportunity, like and be like some kind of a training mentor, like of some shape or form? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. But But let's move on to back to Ricky Stark's debut in WWE news, and now it's been confirmed that Ricky Starks pulled from an indie event like on the same day as NXT Vengeance Day, and it's been reported that after Ricky Starks was released from AEW on Monday, rumors quickly spread about when he would show up in WWE, which was only a matter of days. But uh, uh, but his debut came sooner than expected, which I said on my podcast. I'm like, I expected him to debut in WWE, but not this sooner. Like, how is that possible? But anyways, like, even though there's no 90-day non-compete clause in AEW, like, and they just let their fans like not let their let their not fans let their wrestlers like just go and be free on what company they want to sign with, even if it's their rival promotion. But his debut came sooner expected, as he appeared on the February 11th episode of NXT. Like, and interestingly, like enough, it appears that he has been removed from the an indie event, like that was set to take place on the same day as NXT Vengeance Day. All signs suggest that Ricky Starks will appear at WWE NXT's Vengeance Day this Saturday, adding to the speculation on Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling. I took to Twitter and released a statement like like re- uh, regarding his schedule in independent booking on the same day. They announced that due to unforeseen circumstances, like Starks would no longer be attending the February 15th event at the the Tenery Row Ala 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 House, but assured fans that the show would still deliver an exciting night of top tier independent wrestling. An important announcement, due to circumstances beyond our control, Starks will be in attendance on Saturday, February 15th, at the tenor in the Tenery Row LA LA House, yeah, the Tenery Row LA House. However, you can still expect the same incredible evening of Georgia's premier star-studded action, like packed family for family uh, family friendly independent professional wrestling that TCW live has to offer in capital in not capital in big explanation. Like we will see you at the matches in a very clear looking forward explanation, if that's even like a term to refer it. But yeah, what are your thoughts onto this announcement? And do you think that even if Ricky Starks did not made his NXT debut, he would have this this would have probably would have had us speculating on if Ricky Starks will be the one to be making his debut on NXT Vengeance Day. But speaking of debuts, we saw four figures after they start hyping things up with matches on Vengeance Day, and also even putting out four individuals was blacked out at the end of the vignette before NXT went off the air yesterday. I totally forgot to point that out to you, Assassinators, and we could be possibly could seeing seeing a few debuts, if not returns, if they're not and some say it's guys that's already in NXT that's gonna be rebranded and be making the returns, but with a new persona. And and if so, which kind of persona that may be, and if it's a debut, who exactly is making their debut onto the NXT brand? Please leave your comments for that as well down below. And what's your thoughts on this? What is your thoughts on the What's your thoughts on this turnbuckle championship wrestling promotion like revelation onto this news like that it, that Ricky Starks his appearance is not going to be it's soon to be canceled, but it's still going to give him uh, a best independent a best independent family friendly show that they has ever seen. Like despite the cancellation of Starks making an appearance, but for those that's going to be at the event, like that's going to be in attendance at the Turnbuckle Championship Wrestling, like I I'm going to give my apologies of not seeing Ricky Starks. Hopefully they'll have something like something that's still going to be exciting and something like well invested to looking forward of watching. And next up, we got Tiffany Stratton teases a makeover like for WWE's Women's Championship before this Friday SmackDown. Tiffany Stratton has been like thriving like since becoming the WWE Women's Champion, which is proof like of her rapid growth like on the main roster. Her title win is a testament to how much the company trusts her and sees her as a top star. Like that's exactly why Stratton like has not teased making a major change to the title. While speaking to Adrian Hernandez, like Tiffany Stratton, was asked if she would turn the WWE Women's Title pink, just like she did with her Money in the Bank briefcase. She said a pink title would fit her style and represent Tiffy time perfectly. While she didn't say for sure, she hinted that if saying it could happen in the future, and this is what she had to say in response. Like I say never. I'm I'm Tiffany Stratton. I am an icon living. I'm a legend living. So, never say never. Once again, like what the dead man, the Undertaker, would say on, if he, the Undertaker would say, if he was in the interview. But anyways, I feel like a pink, uh, a pink title would totally fit Tiffany Stratton, and it would just embodied it just embodied everything that Tiffy time is. So you'll have to wait and see, guys. We will, yeah. We will have also like like it says right here, ringside news. Also I have also reported that Tiffany Stratton is dominating. Is dominating on merchandise sales, dominating on merchandise sales in the WWE Women's division. Stratton continues to show off her uh, creativity, like and that's to her gimmick. So fans would love to see her change the WWE Women's Championship into pink. In the meantime, it the Tiffany Stratton is definitely ready to square off against Charlotte Flair and defend her women's title at WrestleMania, at WrestleMania 41. Therefore, it remains to be seen what is the future holds for Tiffany Stratton. And do you want to see Tiffany Stratton would turn her women's championship straps into pink, like if like some kind of a gimmick championship? Like that's probably going to be working for the fans. Though would definitely would like it because it'll be something that will be fitting her gimmick, like with her being the buff Barbie character. But yeah, this looks like something that would absolutely be needed. Like, and then even if she does drop the title to someone like Charlotte, like she, like it'll go back to its original form. Like, and it will be like a full time change, I guess you could say. But anyways, either way, let me know in the comments down below on what's your thoughts onto this news story about Tiffany Stratton. Yeah, it could possibly and potentially like turn the women's championship into pink. But next up, we got Ricky Starks didn't mention, or no, or the reason why WWE didn't mention Ricky Starks, like, uh, yeah, didn't mention his name. Excuse me. Like, we got some news about Ricky Starks, or WWE, reason why. My bad. Like, yeah, like, the reason why Ricky Starks did not been mentioned the reason why WWE has not mentioned Ricky Starks' name during NXT on his debut on the February 11th edition of the show, following like Ricky Starks AEW released on Monday, speculations quickly grew about when would he appear on WWE TV. Fans didn't have to wait, not even just 24 hours like long, like as he debuted during the February 11th episode of NXT, but no one like acknowledged like his name like other than the fans. In fact, the reason behind WWE like not mentioning like him by his name like like has been released, like it's finally been revealed. According to in a report by Stephen Mule, was that Stephen Muhlhausen? Yeah, Muhlhausen. Like the WWE's deal with Ricky Starks came together so fast that no merchandise has been produced for him. This is why the WWE announced team and social media team did not mention his name. It is to be noted a that in May, Starks like trademark Ricky Starks, like though through like his company, like Dream, Dream Balance, Dream Palace, his through his company and Dream Palace, like LLC, but it remains unclear whether he will keep the name or undergo a name change like in WWE. According to Fightful Select, previously reported that WWE not acknowledging Ricky Starks has name was not an accident. In addition, to that, Ricky Starks made his debut on NXT instead of the main roster simply because NXT offers more flexibility to work him again to the mix immediately. But we will have to wait and see how Ricky Stark's WWE run unfolds. Now that he has debuted NXT, fans that the NXT fans not the fans believe that he has immense potential, and if he gets to keep his name from AEW, it could help solidify his brand even further. Many see this like as a fresh start, like for the absolute one, for the absolute one, like and with endless possibilities. Like so, there's like there's definitely like a lot of excitement like for his future in NXT. But what are your thoughts on WWE not mentioning him by name? And do you think that that is because they haven't released his merchandise sales? Like, and do and do you think it, or do you think it's because they're gonna be you gonna be doing a name change and they got a name for him that he's gonna be using in WWE? What's your take onto this matter? And and if so, what's the reason? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. I mean, it's been previous before, like if WWE didn't mention a guy or gal's name that's from AEW or any other company before, like but if they didn't been mentioned by name before, it probably means that it could be like is it could be because they're gonna go for a name change. Like if they don't mention him by his by their previous name over the other company, like previously before, like, and I hope that the same don't occur with Ricky Starks. Hopefully, actually, much rather the complete opposite. If I'm being completely honest, of course, yeah, or like it's either that or like it's gonna be I think it's either that, like hopefully that's not the case. But usually like nowadays, luckily these days that like it seemed like even guys like from the likes of Ricky Starks and even Sean Spears that previously was what's his name? Ty Dillinger in WWE used his name from AEW. Like so I think Ricky Starks will be okay on that reasoning. Like like if they can use their names, like imagine what WWE's going to be using. Which we can see both Shawn Michaels and Triple H would probably acknowledge this, and he'll be like, we're like yeah, like everybody's liking him as Ricky, so why not just keep him as the absolute Ricky Starks? Which I believe that's the case right here in this case of scenario. So I wouldn't expect him to go like just give him about a week and they're gonna finally gonna start mentioning him by name as Ricky Starks. But yeah, so I think yeah, like WWE's not gonna be going for a different name, which I'm not sure what they will call him. Like maybe they'll call him Rocky. I don't know, Rocky Barks. Like have a barking dog character, or like which that already been taken by Titus O'Neil because he's the Q dog. But anyways, that. But anyways, let's move on to the next news. But luckily that they're not gonna be doing that. And they'll probably have him try to cosplay also as The Rock as well. Like considering the way he looks, like looking like the the father of Ava, I guess you could say, which he is the final boss, of course. But let's move on to the next slide. It's in today's wrestling news video with some Drew McIntyre news of brutal taunts from LA to LA Knight over lack of world title wins. And now from ever since their backstage beef, like after the Royal Rumble, Drew McIntyre and LA Knight become like two of the most talked about WWE superstars in the most memory, like thanks to their drama at the Royal Rumble. The two are the two are clearly professionals and working well. Now it appears like McIntyre decided to taunt like LA Knight over his lack of world title wins. And Drew McIntyre like decided to brutally taunt like LA Knight on Twitter by pointing out his lack of world title wins, despite winning his United States Championship against Logan Paul and having his moment at SummerSlam. And he shared a video showing a fan who supportedly give all of the LA Knight's WWE World Title victories, give him a LA Knight WWE World Title victories tattooed on him, only for the camera to reveal that the fan had no tattoos at all. The Scottish Warrior took it a step further, as said how except for he said this in response unto the fans in the fans' insulting remarks onto their arms with them having the inked in character right into his skin, saying how adorable, in sarcasm, this fan got all of LA Knight's WWE WWE World Title wins tattooed on him. Speculation is growing that Drew McIntyre could set up a match between Drew and LA Knight at WrestleMania 41, given their recent issues. However, any past issues between them seem to have been resolved, and 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 McIntyre now appears to have no problems with Knight. This is simply because already worked a solid program on the February 7th episode of WWE SmackDown, and McIntyre was unbothered by LA Knight's promo targeting McIntyre's frustrations. Drew McIntyre made a strong statement on the February 7th episode of Friday Night SmackDown by defeating LA Knight and Jimmy Uso to qualify for the men's Elimination Chamber match, which with WrestleMania 41 approaching, it remains to be seen if he will face LA Knight on the grandest stage of them all, as WWE is already thinking about evaluating plans for McIntyre's opponent at the showcase of the Immortals. With McIntyre currently locked in for Elimination Chamber plans, it remains to be seen if WWE will circle back to a match with LA Knight at LA Knight at WrestleMania. And do you want to see LA Knight be the potential opponent for Drew McIntyre at the grandest stage of them all? Or what are your thoughts and what's your opinions? Please give them to your favorite Super Ninja Assassins in the comment section right down below. And who do you think should win into this one-on-one showcase or showdown between the Megastar and the Scottish Warrior? And if you ask me, that's a good question. But yeah, I think this is probably, either way, it's probably definitely much better than Damian Priest, because it just don't look like a main event. It don't look, look like a WrestleMania caliber match, the way you look at it. But let me know down in the comment section right down below, or about that for your take on to the matter. And Was this they had had a mini beef like backstage at the Royal Rumble. Luckily they squashed it and they worked it into a storyline, like which was yeah, like I said, plenty of times on my podcast, and I would say it again, probably for the last time, like in a while at least. Like that Triple H and the Triple H probably gave him the green light, which now he's the head of creative in the in WWE. So yeah, like we're gonna probably see this, and that looks like WWE are genuinely are going to be going into this direction. But let me know down in the comment section right down below, yeah, about what your favorite news as well, because that'll be it for now. Assassinators on the wildest and intriguing wrestling news stories and rumors that you assassinators need to know from I'll say the Ringside News article, and let me know which one was your favorite news story like on this list, like what I would say like I'll say probably the backstage reports on Ricky Starks' debut on NXT, on WWE, and like Drew McIntyre like trolling on both LA Knight and his fan like on social media as well. I guess that'll probably be two of my favorites. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video, and if so, please make sure to hit the big thumbs up button, and also hit the subscribe and the post notification bell for my next SNA videos and my previous ones that's already on this channel. And please make sure to and check out in the future, like follow me and subscribe on my other channel, which is called SNA Entertainment, like which I'm going to be talking about some talk about some movie and animation news, like onto that channel, like which I'm gonna be trying to, which in the next couple of days I'm gonna be finding some pretty good animation. Some animation articles and movie articles that be talking about what's going on in the world of Hollywood and the world of animation as well, I guess you could say. But of all of animation, I guess you could refer it to. But let's end this video right here, and before I completely end it, like I want to let you tell you guys, like make sure to check out my AEW Dynamite review video, which I'm gonna be talking about what's going to go down on the February 12th edition of Dynamite, even though it's been pre-taped a day ago, I heard, because I think the reason why they did so is so they can have enough. They did so though, like today or tomorrow, or no, today probably in particular, they'll have enough time like to like to get on the plane, and they can get the Brisbane, Australia sooner rather than later. And then this is where we can see. But yeah, like, but yeah, like check that out, like AEW Dynamite, which we're gonna be talking about, like the Death Riders taking on the Undisputed Kingdom for the AEW World Trios Championships, and also we got Dustin Rhodes taking on MJF in a very probably brutal contest. So let me know in the comments who's gonna be the winners. Which I got my winners right here on my bingo card for AEW. For AEW Dynamite tonight, at least specifically onto these, most specifically onto these two matches in particular. And I'll see you next time. Then, like with some more SNA content until we meet again. Super Ninja Austin out of here, and y'all take care, everyone, and have a wonderful, awesome afternoon in this lovely Wednesday. And talk to you again soon, and see you guys later. And thank you so much for watching.